Today morning, October 27th, 2025, the serene streets of Kansas City's upscale enclave came alive as Taylor Swift's sleek white motorcade rolled toward her fiancé Travis Kelce's grand mansion. Fresh from a cozy retreat in Pennsylvania, where the superstar couple had basked in family time with Jason and Kylie Kelce amid rolling hills and crackling bonfires. The convoy, a trio of polished vehicles slicing through the autumn haze, marked their timely return to rally for the Kansas City Chiefs' electrifying Monday night face-off against the Washington Commanders, a primetime spectacle at Arrowhead Stadium where Travis aimed to outmaneuver a tenacious Commanders defense eager to snag their first road victory of the season. At 10 a.m. sharp, a white Cadillac Escalade led the charge through the estate's towering security gates, its dark windows catching the morning sun, followed by two imposing black Suburbans that slipped behind the curtain of ancient oaks, their engines humming softly, barely rippling the neighborhood's calm. A nearby resident, sipping coffee on her stoop, grinned wide at the sight. "Every driver in shades, moving like a Secret Service detail," she laughed to a neighbor, her voice buzzing with the thrill of spotting a star. In this exclusive pocket of pristine lawns and whispering breezes, such arrivals were rare gems and whispers spread fast. Taylor was back, her aura lighting up the block. Insiders shared glimpses of their Pennsylvania getaway, Taylor and Travis wandering hand in hand through leafy trails, grilling burgers under twinkling stars at Jason and Kylie's welcoming home, where the air carried scents of apple cider and wood smoke. Taylor, radiant in a loose sweater that hugged her like a cloud and jeans faded from meadow strolls, crouched to tie a shoelace for one of Jason's giggling kids, her laughter a soft chime in the crisp air. Travis, in his go-to athletic vibe with a snug hoodie and track pants, tossed a football with the children, coaching them through spin moves with a grin as wide as the horizon, their family moments weaving a cocoon of warmth far from paparazzi flashes and stadium roars. Taylor's bond with the Kelces ran soul-deep, a grounding force in her high-flying world. She was Auntie Tay to the kids, braiding friendship bracelets during sunny porch afternoons and singing goofy tunes over stacks of blueberry pancakes, her voice turning simple days into treasures. Jason's hearty chuckles and Kylie's quick-witted stories over firelit evenings drew Taylor in, their connection forged through holiday gatherings and late-night texts across states. Now with the Commanders game looming, the couple swapped pastoral peace for game day grit, landing at Travis's lavish estate to prep for the clash, where Kansas City's perfect home record faced Washington's scrappy rookies making waves across the NFL. The mansion, a 1,700-square-foot masterpiece nestled behind ivy-draped walls, unfolded like a private paradise, gardens lush with late roses and sculpted hedges lining stone paths, an infinity pool glinting under the sun's caress, and an entertainment pavilion with a fire pit and outdoor kitchen where Travis seared steaks for spur-of-the-moment feasts. Here, fans pictured Taylor settling into a rhythm of quiet joy with her football hero. Mornings sipping espresso on a veranda overlooking misty lawns, nights unwinding with vinyl records spinning as they sank into cushy sofas, the outside world a faint echo. A neighbor walking his labradoodle paused at the sight of the convoy's arrival. Heard the engines first, then saw those white beasts glide in, smooth, but you knew it was her, he told a friend over coffee later, eyes gleaming with excitement. This area gets its share of big names, but Taylor's the one who turns heads. The buzz was palpable. By midday, extra security in sharp black uniforms patrolled the grounds, radios crackling as they scanned the quiet streets, a routine nod to fame's demands. Soon after, a delivery van pulled up, unloading wrapped packages, perhaps hand-woven throws from Pennsylvania's family stash or quirky trinkets like pottery mugs from a roadside market where Taylor and the kids savored dripping. Ice cream cones in the fall chill. One oddly shaped crate sparked chatter among the movers. Maybe a guitar case for Taylor's late-night strums in the home studio, or a stack of antique cookbooks Kylie gifted with a grin for next Thanksgiving's spread. As the van departed, the estate sank back into its tranquil bubble. But the moment lingered, a new page in Taylor and Travis's story. Two icons from stages and stadiums finding harmony in Kansas City's unhurried pulse, her chart-topping crescendos blending with his bone-rattling catches in a life built on shared sunsets and whispered dreams. A close friend, sipping latte at a nearby cafe, spilled to a local reporter. Taylor's found a home in Kansas City's warmth. She loves the neighborly waves at the grocer. No cameras, just smiles, and Travis makes sure they've got space to just be. The lead Escalade's Tennessee plates, a wink to Taylor's Nashville haven where she'd crafted hits under stormy skies, sealed the deal. This was her entourage, ushering the pop queen back to her Midwest castle. Travis snagged the mansion last winter, drawn to its perch in this gated sanctuary where entry was earned and driveways sparkled with prestige. Inside it dazzled, a heated pool perfect for starlit swims, an indoor cinema with plush recliners and a screen to rival sunrises, and a quirky mini-golf course weaving through the basement, its holes nodding to Travis's gridiron triumphs, a putt past a tiny Super Bowl trophy, another dodging pint-sized defenders. Taylor, with her artist's touch, dove into redesigns, sketching late into the night while Travis sprawled nearby, munching pizza amid scattered boxes. The design crew, poring over samples in a sunlit studio, spilled the details. She leans classic modern, all sleek elegance. He wants cozy, like a hug from home, one said, pointing to swatches of warm beige and cool gray that shaped their shared space, hues that glowed from morning's light to evening's hush. The living room sprawled with velvet sofas in soft neutrals, piled with geometric pillows, a stone fireplace crackling as Taylor strummed her guitar, Travis's head in her lap, fingers tracing idle patterns. Kitchens shone with marble counters, stocked with garden herbs for Taylor's farm-fresh salads, kale and pomegranate inspired by Pennsylvania markets, while Travis blended protein shakes, the whir blending with playlists of her ballads and his game day bangers. Bedrooms bloomed with layered linens, a sprawling bed where mornings stretched slow, sheets rumpled from late-night chats about tour sets and defensive plays to outsmart Washington's linebackers. The mini-studio tucked off a hallway thrummed with creativity, soundproof walls cradling guitars and mics, a vintage mixing board where Taylor laid down tracks between Travis's film reviews, her voice weaving stories as he hummed beats from the sidelines. Hallways glowed with memories, framed shots of Taylor in a Chiefs jersey on Travis's shoulders at an Eagles game, a shelf mixing her poetry books with his sports bios. The garden's paths wound past herb beds Taylor tended, snipping time for sauces as birds chirped, leading to the pool deck where floaties drifted and chairs held traces of lazy afternoons. The pavilion, with breezy curtains, hosted their rituals. Travis grilling ribeyes with Jason's secret rub, Taylor slicing market tomatoes, their laughter seasoning the air as fireflies danced. If you're hooked on these peeks into Taylor and Travis's world, hit subscribe for more insider stories delivered fresh. Neighbors swapped tales over fences that evening. The convoy's arrival a cinematic memory, the delivery van's cargo fueling guesses, perhaps pressed wildflowers from Pennsylvania for the mantle, or a carved toy chest for the kids' visits. Security faded into twilight, but the glow lingered, proof of Taylor's orbit pulling the everyday into the extraordinary. Her Pennsylvania days of chasing fireflies with kids and dipping toes in streams now fueling her focus for the road ahead.